What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Talking Sports with Josh and Nil. Once again, I'm your host, Josh, along with your co-host, Nil.
What's up, guys?
We're going to be talking about, we talked last week, I believe it was about District 16 5A. And so this week, we're going to be talking about District 15 5A D1. We got a mix of Corpus teams and Valley teams, two Brownsville teams. We got Brownsville-Hanna, Brownsville-Rivera. We also got Harlingen South, Weslaco East, and then Corpus Christi Carroll, Corpus Christi Veterans, and Flower Bluff. So we got those 7 teams. Only 4 can make the playoffs. We're going to go over all the teams today, determine who we think is going to make the top 4 spots in the playoffs and who we think will not make the playoffs. We're going to go into depth to every team, the players, records, how they did last year, how we think they're going to do this year. So y'all go ahead and stay tuned because it's going to be a good one here. We got District 15 5A D1 preview with the football season mostly maybe 2-3 weeks away. It's coming up fast, so we're going to try to get everything out of the way. So go ahead and stay tuned. We're going to go to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
Time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordables for you, Buick's your brand. For you, Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
100 years ago, in the heart of the Rio Grande Valley, a spark was born. From the first dreamers who stepped onto these grounds, Texas Southmost College has stood as a promise that determination can overcome any challenge. Join us as we honor our past, celebrate our present, and ignite the future together. Texas Southmost College, 100 years strong, and the next 100 begin with you.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. So we're going to be talking about the first 3 schools we're going to be talking about today. Out of these 7 are going to be Corpus Christi Carroll, Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial, and Weslaco East. So we got 7 teams to talk about. We're going to split them up 3-2-2 right now. So we're going to go with the first 3, Corpus Christi Vets, Corpus Christi Carroll, and Weslaco East. So we're going to start with, who do you want to start with first?
I mean, start here with Weslaco if you want.
Okay, gotcha, yeah. We'll go with Weslaco East. So Weslaco East coming in last year, they went 4-6, lost to a couple of notable teams. They went 4-4 in district. Honestly, the schedule didn't look that great. I mean, they lost by a lot to teams like Sharyland, lost to Mission, barely beat Donna. They lost to Flower Bluff pretty bad, PSG North, Corpus Christi Vets, all pretty bad. So Corpus Christi Vets, Harlingen South, and Flower Bluff, they all lost to who they will be in the same district as next year, along with the addition of Rivera still going to be there, along with the additions of Hanna, and I believe it was another team. Hanna will be taking PSG North spot. So almost the same district. Hanna obviously isn't PSG North, so if they coming in, they had a bad record last year going up against the same schools they're going to be playing this year. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Weslaco East. A couple things to talk about though. We got a couple players to look out for. So for Weslaco East, let me pull it up here real quick. All right, it's not loading for me, so give me 1 second. But here we go. Yeah, so for Weslaco East, they're not returning their starting quarterback. They don't run the ball a whole lot. They don't pass the ball a whole lot. I apologize. They run the ball a lot. I know a couple years ago they were in like I formation, or they had a 2-back set, quarterback under center. Now it's more of a gun set, 2 running backs still. But they still run the ball a whole lot more than they pass the ball. They're losing their starting quarterback. They are returning one of their best utility players, Jay Herrera, coming in. He's going to be a senior. Played receiver. As a running back, 67 carries, 731 yards, 10 touchdowns. As a receiver, 18 catches, 198 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now, he could have also caught this out of the backfield, so I don't know if it was more all these catches were out of the backfield, or he actually did play in a slot for a little bit. 12 total touchdowns. I believe it's 1,400, something around there, almost over 1,000 all-purpose yards. So to have somebody coming back like that's going to be very helpful. But you're losing your starting quarterback, you're losing your best running back. It's going to be tough. I mean, I want to see. I know Wesco East always has a great O line, but they weren't even that great last year. They were 4-6, and luckily for them, they were fifth in the playoffs. In the district, they just missed the playoffs. So with a team like Hannah coming in to replace PSJ North, it's good for Wesco East, but they still got to go through the Flower Bluff. They got to go through the Corpus Christi Carroll's okay. Got to go through Corpus Christi Vets. Harlingen South is pretty good.
I mean, the district's kind of almost the same. If anything, got a little harder, but you could also get easier with the two schools of Bronzeville, still not at their best.
Yeah.
Ravenna's still on the come up, learning their coach and have their first season last year with him. But this year it will be new. Everyone should be familiar with him. And then, Hannah is a different story, new to the district as well.
Yeah.
So, but Hannah's familiar with mostly.
Hannah's played Wesco East a good amount of times in the playoffs.
All the Valley teams and stuff like that. So they'll be familiar with their game. But I mean, you never know for Wesco. It's probably. I want to say it probably.
Also, a note. I do think I'm like 99% sure Wesco East has a new head coach coming in. So that might be something to look at.
Saying that, yeah.
If I'm right.
Players gotta learn his coaching style, his play style, and everyone embrace his program, which it's all hard to learn and stuff because you go from learning something with a different person to a whole
especially
new thing.
with a program like Wesco East where I don't know about you, but like I knew Wesco East as a team that won. They won a lot. They were top 2 in their district, or they made the playoffs. Right now, it's a little harder. You got Corpus teams, but that's their whole, I guess. What everybody thinks about Wesco East is a playoff team, or like not the most dominant, but they've always been a top 10 team.
Yeah,
maybe they've regressed a little bit. Now they didn't make the playoffs last year. They got a new coach. Like they've been a little bit on the decline.
Everyone needs at one point you're gonna hit that stump. You're gonna be on the downside of your time. Right, it happens to any sports team in any type of league. You're not always gonna be on top of everything. You always have to go back to square one, and that's probably where they're at right now. New coach, new all that.
Yeah, for sure.
And I want to say it, but it's a sound bad. It probably will be a district.
It could be a rebuilding year for them.
But it probably will be a district ran by the Corpus team. Sadly, they're a little bit better with talent and all that. One of them isn't
like the district we talked about last week. Portland and Ray.
It is what it is. They're 2 hard teams to beat. This is why they're in this district. Because the more kids you have, you have to play schools with the same capacity, right? But anyhow, and that sucks for them. But hey, you never know. They could pull it off. Their team with experience and stuff like that. But they know how to win and how to do that. And that's something that's important too. Comparing from other little teams, they don't know how to win. And they do, because you mentioned they're a team, that a playoff team and pretty good overall. But they maybe get 2 wins out of the Bronzeville teams, and hey, that's 2 wins right there in district play.
You need I would say 3 to make the playoffs. So if you could get
and if you can beat the
South
or South,
Carroll,
you can get in the playoffs right there.
Yeah, so talking about Wesco East, to stay on that topic a little bit, a good thing for them, they were a young team last year. Besides the quarterback, right, their running back. On the defensive side, they were a young squad. They're returning 8 defensive players, 2 of them being freshmen with 25 or more tackles. Their leading tackler, Derek Salinas, he's an outside linebacker. He had 93 total tackles, 54 solo, 2 sacks, and an interception. So he was very active on the passing side of the defense, and stopping the run, even sacking the quarterback. He had 2 sacks, and interception, almost 100 tackles. He's going to be leading that team, that defense, with 7 more players coming back. Like we say all the time, with meaningful varsity minutes. That's all that matters. If you have players that have played meaningful varsity minutes, it's only going up for the next couple of seasons. They had 2 freshmen that had 25 or more tackles, and they had 5 more players with 40 or more tackles that will be back next year on that defense.
Yeah, for sure. Those minutes matter a lot. Game speed's different from practice and all that. And
it's the hardest thing to simulate.
Yeah, and it's different from practice. It's different from JV games or freshman games. It's totally different because everyone's bigger, everyone's good, everyone's fast. It's kind of supposed to be in your level, right? And that does matter, a lot of the experience. And I mean, having returning players like that matters a lot. So the only thing probably what you mentioned is the new coach. I mean, that does play in a lot. Hey, before we should like to run the ball, now we want to pass it more. Before we should do this, now we're gonna do like and that matters
it could change
to learning their playing style, and that does affect it. But hopefully, most of the coaching staff is still there. Their OCs or DCs and all that to help kind of stabilize something. But it'll be interesting for Westaco. They're in a kind of a weird position of they're not.
They weren't
worst.
They weren't horrible last year. They got players coming back, but a new coach. It's a very weird dynamic.
They're in a weird situation, and it's gonna be an interesting year. I don't even know if they're to say they're gonna be bad or they're gonna be really good. So it can go both ways, and it'll be interesting to see what they do this year.
I mean, that's the first team we talked about. We got Westaco East. We're gonna be going over at the end of the show the standings and what we think and everything, right? So now we're gonna be coming up. We'll talk about. You want to talk about Carroll or
we can do bets first.
So we're gonna talk about Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. Last year they came in.
They went 8-4 overall, and then 6-2 in their district. And one of those losses in district was last year was to PSJ North. They were able to blow out almost every school in the valley, but PSJ North they did make it the game. I believe a 1 touchdown game or something like that. It was
the score was. For who are you talking about? For which one? PSJ North?
When they lost to PSJ North.
It was 24-13, low scoring game. We talk about PSJ North. Everybody has them as the best team in the valley, and Vets was competing with them.
I mean, some things here, they're noticing them. I think they're losing their quarterback. So that's, losing your quarterback is a big deal. I believe they have like a sophomore quarterback that was getting some touches last year. So hopefully, but like you say, those minutes matter a lot. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how they do. So that they weren't the best either last year on the record, 8-4. Like it wasn't a bad season, but I mean, still 8-4.
But you also have to remember they play a lot of Corpus teams, like non-district. Besides that district, they play like I'm sure. Let's go look at their schedule here. Not last year non-district. They played Corpus Christi, Miller, Carroll, and then district started for them pretty much. So I mean, it's that teams like that. We have like an 18 district. You play 1 or 2 non-district games, and then the rest is district. The rest is what they made for. You can only schedule your non-district games, really. So they scheduled Miller, Carroll, and then the rest of them after that were district. So, like, you can only play who's in front of you, really.
I mean, and having a quarterback not returning this year, they're probably going to rely on the running game. Last year, they have a running back. I don't want to butcher his last name, but it's Andrew...
I can get his
Charlotte Boy or something like that. He averaged about 187.
Charlotte Boy.
Charlotte.
I don't know how to say that.
Yeah. So
over 2,000 rushing yards.
Yeah, and those numbers are probably going to go higher because there's not being a quarterback.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, the defense here, who knows if they could stop a running game like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, rushing the ball almost 300 times, over 2,200 yards, and 26 rushing touchdowns.
That's one good thing they have coming for them is a running back returning, right?
Yeah.
It'll be his last year, so he doesn't want to give it his all. And they did have a good receiver in Riker. Post, I believe, he averaged about 30 yards a game. He had good stats, too. But not having a quarterback would be a little hard for him to get the ball. But you never know. I believe they have a sophomore, or this now would be a junior, who did get some touches last year that will be throwing the ball. But, I mean, it'd be interesting to see, right, where they land. Because I don't think they'll for sure be better than Carroll, and they'll be, I don't know about Bluff.
Flower Bluff's pretty good. They showed they didn't play Hannah last year, but they showed they beat Harlingen South. They could beat Westaco East. They could beat they beat all those schools that will be in their district next year. Beat Carroll. They lost, I believe, to Flower Bluff. So it's tough. I mean, it's gonna be. They had Edinburgh Vela, who was a good team in their district last year, handled them 31-26. So, luckily for Corpus Christi Vets, the district's getting easier. You're adding Hannon in the mix for PSJ North. Big difference there. You're adding Corpus Christi Carroll in for Edinburgh Vela. Big difference there. So, you're taking out 2 of the teams that you lost to, PSJ North, and I believe they 5-point game with Edinburgh Vela, and you're replacing them with Hannah and Corpus Christi Carroll.
I mean, they were 6-2 in district last year, so they'll probably just be 7-1.
Yeah, for sure.
This year, so I don't think they'll be better than Flower Bluff, but they're pretty good Corpus team. But I mean, they don't have a quarterback and their defense wasn't the best either, as players didn't have the best stats either on defense, on their touches and all that.
Yeah, for stats, I can only find one player really whose stats stood out. It was Brandon Rivera. I believe he played linebacker. He was a linebacker, I believe, inside linebacker. 97 total tackles, 30 of them solo. So it's bittersweet. You have this guy coming back who's a linebacker. I always say this, and I would rather have a returning linebacker, inside linebacker, middle linebacker coming back than a returning D lineman or a returning. Yeah. Obviously, you want everybody to come back, right? Obviously, duh. But if you have a linebacker, he's able to he controls the D line and he can help out in the pass game too. Like that's the best of both worlds right there. A linebacker, outside linebacker, a strong safety, somebody like that, guys that can captain the defense.
No, but I think a linebacker is what you want. I mean, you have someone that pressuring the ball, you can do it all right because he can even move backwards and go forward. And but it'll be interesting for them too. They don't have a quarterback and their defense really isn't there, but they do have a running back.
But they do also do a great job at producing quarterbacks. Like we've seen in the past that they always have a good quarterback there to lead the helm. And if they want to run the ball a whole lot, honestly, it helps them more because it's like you don't need to do as much coming in as a new quarterback.
Just gotta hand that paper.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty much about it.
So yeah, that's gonna do it for Corpus Christi Vets, right? So we're gonna be going on to Flower Bluff. Go ahead and give me the rundown there.
I mean, Flower Bluff went 10-2. I mean, we know Flower Bluff. I mean, it's
powerhouse for sure.
One of the better teams there in Corpus between them, Miller,
Portland,
Portland, and all that, right? But they went 10-2, but they also did lose to PSG North. So that's another. Yeah. So that's the only team in the Valley they couldn't beat. I mean, PSG North is they're the lead example in the Valley. They're the number one team in our best school, and it's good to see that they can beat a team like that. But they did go 10-2, and then unfortunately lost like 60-0 or something like that. Something terrible in the playoffs.
Yeah, they lost to
Alamo Heights or Alamo. I don't know who.
No. They lost to San Antonio Piper here. That's what it's saying. So I believe that was Corpus Christi Vets. That lost. So they lost to Piper 42-35 in the second round of the playoffs. San Antonio. Teams that they played here, Flower Bluff, they handled almost every team. So in the non-district, on 2 non-district games, the lowest points they scored was 42. They beat some team 42-14, won 51-20. Then district started. They beat Harlingen South, who's a pretty good squad, 49-6.
Apparently not good enough, man.
They beat Donna 79-0. They beat Page, scored 72 on PSG North. Played Wesco East, 65-7. Played Rivera, 49-0. Played Donna North, 66-4. I mean, like, they're putting up numbers. They lost to PSG North, put up 30 on Corpus Christi Vets, put up 45 on Mac High in the first round of the playoffs.
And this team's almost going to be the same as they weren't that senior heavy last year, and a lot of their good players were juniors and all that. They relied on their tight end. Actually, this is a team that throws a lot to their tight end. Really, about 76 yards, 76 receiving yards per game on Watson's last name.
Ransom Watson. Yeah.
Yes, and they also have a running back that average about 94 rushing yards and all that. So they're really big on kind of rushing. So that is why you can kind of see why the tight end has a lot of good, because if the pressure's there, your tight end's right there where you just dish it out. Because they did like a dual threat thing with their quarterbacks.
Yeah, I'm looking at that here where they had
because
Isaiah Villarreal, who was the backup, you could say, right? Like, well, no, they had one solid quarterback. They're going to be losing him.
Nathan, also don't want to even mispronounce his last name. Yeah. Bazan with Z. That he averaged about 89 passing yards per game. To the tight end, probably. And And then they shared the snaps with another quarterback named Seth Netherland. Gotcha. So, which he will be kind of like the rusher. So, he'll go and rush the ball, something like that. So, this is probably why they have so many rushing yards and why the tight end has. Yeah, no,
they also have a quarterback who's probably going to take over next year in Isaiah Villarreal. So, he went 18 for 31, while the other quarterback... when he had an amazing season, 40 passing touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. So Villarreal is probably going to take over next year for him. And let's see more here. You said Ransom Watson, who was there. He was their leading receiver. He had a great season. He's going to be one of their returning players. He had about 59 receptions, almost 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns. Now, to be able to have a tight end and run this offense well with this tight end. They also have to take into account the blocking. He probably does just as good of a job blocking, so being a sixth lineman, as he does catching the football. So you have a help in the run game, you have help in the passing game. I mean, it's unbelievable. That's why they're so good. You can run the ball with him on the line.
And in high school, you don't really ever see the tight end have leading the stats and receiving. It's kind of rare.
Yeah.
At least here in the Valley, for say. And I mean, a tight end is something that if you know how to block, he can really help the team a lot, like you said.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he help block someone to get a run in or a receiver or whatever, and then he can also catch the ball. It's just something you see in the numbers for him, and there probably will be the best school again, as most of their players are coming back. Even on defense, they're pretty good. A lot of players with good stats too.
Yeah, they have a running back here, Flower Bluff, 146 carries. Samuel Smith, 146 carries for over 1,000 yards. I mean, you got a running back coming back. You got a tight end that can lead in the blocking game and go catch the ball. We said this so many times with teams. It's how is that quarterback going to do? But he's had the varsity opportunity. He's had the plays. If the coaches believe in him, which I think they do, they allowed him to throw the ball 30 times. Obviously, it's probably in blowouts and whatever. But he's probably faced teams that he is going to play this year. So I think Flower Bluff, not to get ahead of ourselves, right? I think they're going to be probably the top team in this district.
I don't think no one's going to beat them in this district. They probably will go undefeated unless Corpus Christi Vets have something to say about it.
Yeah.
For everyone else, I mean, it'd be pretty hard.
It's going to be tough.
But you never know. Anything's possible, right? They just have good players and good coaching, and I think experience, which is probably why there's something of a downside in the Valley of we don't always get to play like these other schools from the San Antonios, the Corpus, or even the Houston's. Just Corpus in this area where San Antonio's 2 hours away, and Houston's also another 2 hours away. Yeah. So it's kind of this weird dynamic where they're really good because they play better schools, even though they lose or whatever.
Yeah, you get the experience. Like we say all the time, you get the experience. You play against these upper schools. It helps when you get to the playoffs. It helps when you play the lower teams.
Which is sometimes where I think it holds the Valley back that we don't get the opportunity. We're also pretty far away, right? Yeah. It's a 4-hour drive, right? But I mean, probably why PSJ North is good because they do in their schedule play once in a while these schools, to help them get better, which helps a lot. And maybe they should do a little bit more. I mean, I know it's expensive and driving. Yeah, but I mean, it helps your program because you always want to play someone that's better than you. They get better. But I mean, that's them, right? So
those are the 3 schools. We got 4 more. When we come back, we're going to be talking about Corpus Christi, Carroll. We'll also be talking about Harlingen South. And then to finish it off, we'll talk about Brownsville, Hanna, Brownsville, Rivera. So we're going to do a quick commercial break. That is the in-depth preview for Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial, Westlaco East High School, and Flower Bluff High. We'll be right back after a quick break.
I fell on a loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
It means a lot to me. TSC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. A long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K3 and Pre-K4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
So everybody, welcome back. So if you're just tuning in right now, go a little bit back. We talked about Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial, Flower Bluff, and then we also talked about Wesco East. Right now in this segment, we will be talking about Harlingen South, and we will also be talking about Corpus Christi Carroll. So we're gonna start with Carroll, then go on, make our way on to Harlingen South. So go ahead and get us started there.
Finish off with the Corpus schools. Carroll, between these two, there's not the hottest school between them two, right?
Yeah.
They went 6-5 and 3-2 in their district, right? So 6-5 overall record, 3-2 in district. They're losing most of their players. Not a lot of them are returning. A lot of them were seniors last year. Receivers coming back. I believe, what was his name? So also another man. These guys have some hard names. Who does it say right here?
Let me read that for you.
Braylon Swanson, right?
Yeah, Braylon Swanson.
Braylon Swanson, right? He averaged about 56 yards per game, but I mean, no quarterback coming back, so it's gonna be a little hard for him to produce more yards. And on the defensive side, they also have they're losing there, but they did have a safety that averaged like 10 tackles per game. He's a junior who would be a senior this year. His name's Deshaun Porter.
Okay.
So that's kind of there, and it's gonna be interesting for them. They weren't that hot last year in their own district, and kind of probably be the same, maybe a little bit worse, you could say, playing.
It really depends. I mean, like they weren't in this district last year. They're getting added in, replacing Edinburgh Vela. Again, huge for them not having Edinburgh Vela, not having PSG North in there. You're replacing one of those schools. Hannah's replacing another. If you were a coach, and this is all respect to Hannah, South, Wesco East, Valley, all of them. This is all respect to the Valley School. But if you were the head coach for Corpus Christi Carroll, it is playoff or bust. Okay, yes, you have the Corpus Christi Vet schools, you have Flower Bluff, right? Probably going to be top 2, top 3, or 1-3, 1-2, whatever. But you got to see yourself and look at these Valley teams where Wesco East not returning a lot of guys. Hannah hasn't been great. Harlingen South, up in the air, right? You got 2 spots. Rivera hasn't been that great the past couple of years. They're going to be a wild card. We'll talk about that after the break.
I mean, yeah, like you say, it's
a playoff or bust, dude.
This whole record,
it really is.
This whole district is pretty interesting. How all these teams lie. The Wesco, this school, it's just so much mystery of where they do good. Are they going to do good? Are they going to do bad? They're losing a lot of their players. I mean, I personally don't know them. I know the other.
It's like a mystery box in this district.
I know. I'm familiar with all the corporate schools. I'm not too familiar with this one, so I don't know how their program is. Are they good? Do they develop players? Because I'm familiar with Millers.
It's a big city. You got a lot of schools in that city. It's gonna be tough. I mean, like they compete. It's not like they get blown out. They compete. Like I've said, Edinburgh Vela gone, PSG North gone, Hannah and you now. You should be Hannah. You should be Rivera. You should be Wesco East. Should. You never know how it's going. This district is like the biggest mystery box ever. It could go one way, it could go another.
From all the ones we talked about, this is the one I'm not even sure where.
Like last week we talked about Mercedes, Gregory, Portland, Corpus Christi. You kind of had an idea where the teams were going to land. You kind of had an idea at 32-6A where the teams were going to land. Here,
because to be honest, no clue. I wouldn't be surprised if they make the playoffs. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you.
You don't think?
I'm not saying I'm.
I see it.
I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean? If like, oh shoot,
if Carroll, I mean, like it really is. Because
I don't think they'll beat the other 2 Corpus teams, and I think maybe Hart's gonna give them an upset or Westico. Really, that's already 3 losses right there.
Rivera's a new team. Hannah and Rivera are young teams. They can upset somebody. Westico East and South are pretty good squads.
Yeah, so it's like this gray, weird,
it's a weird gray area.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that later, right? But I mean, it's just a weird dynamic. They don't have some players. They have a couple good players coming back, but some aren't, and it's just weird in the position they're in. They, like you say, they should technically win. Yeah. But I don't believe they can.
If everything happened on paper, there'd be a lot less upsets than you see. Yeah. Right. So,
but I mean,
it's gonna be tough. I mean, if you're Carroll, it's because it's crazy. It's not like we've been a part of a lot of districts where it's 5-team districts. So half the season is non-district, but this is a 7-team district, which means you are playing maybe 3 games, then you got to bye or something, right? And then the other 6 games are district. It's like you got to win more games.
It's tough and it's a weird district. district with all these schools coming in and some coming out and all that. But I mean, it'd be interesting to see. It could be another exciting district to see. To just see where they land, just to watch where they beat them, or this.
This is the district where it's like the Big 12 in football, where you don't know who it's gonna be.
Yeah,
anybody can come out on top. It's gonna be exciting. Like in the Big 12, who was it? Like Kansas, Colorado, Oklahoma.
I can even see Rivera than Hannah in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like
that's not ridiculous to say.
That's what I mean.
That's not ridiculous to say that at all.
It's just something to see with this team. But between the two Corpus teams, they're not the better ones. They're kind of, it'll be
definitely not the better teams. Yeah,
but it'd be interesting to see with them. And just to like wrap it up there, I mean, they something should happen, right? Where they'll do good. They know how to play good too, because they play better competition. They play San Antonio schools and Houston schools, so I was around them too, and that matters a lot too. Like for sure, those varsity minutes and all that, how you play. So it'll be interesting to see from that, you know.
So it's gonna be, like you said, very interesting. But we'll move on to Harlingen South now. Harlingen South coming in. They went 6-4 last year. 6-5 last year. I think they barely snuck into the playoffs. Let's check it out here. 5-3 in district. 4th, made the playoffs. They unfortunately their season ended at the hands of McAllen Memorial in the first round of the playoffs. Now let's come in, beat Wesco East last year, lost by 2 touchdowns to Corpus Christi Vets, beat Rivera, got killed by Flower Bluff, but they played some of these teams. They're familiar with some of these teams. Now the thing with Harlingen South is I believe they had a new coach, Coach Cano, maybe 5-6 years ago, and he came in when Harlingen South was, I know they 5-6 years ago they won district. They were the best team in the valley. Had a little couple down years, or it might have been when he came in they won district, or maybe the year after a down year. But since that Coach Cano's taken over, they've been on the up and up. Like, people didn't think Harlingen South was going to do that good. I believe in like 2022, 2023, did great, made the playoffs. They just beat Harlingen last year in the Bird Bowl. That's one of the biggest rivalries in the Valley, besides like the Battle of the Arroyo with them and San Benito, right? But Harlingen South is going to be as they have been for years, a surprise team. And by that, I mean, don't be surprised if they beat Corpus Christi Vets. Don't be surprised if they have a good back and forth battle with Flower Bluff.
The word for this district is just mystery. Surprise, dude.
Like big question mark. I had no idea who it was going to be. But yeah, so talk about Harlingen South losing their quarterback, losing all their starting receivers. They have a running back coming in, Caden Edwards. He had 120 carries, over 900 rushing yards, and 14 touchdowns. Now, he is the one bright spot, you could say, in that offense. And I'm not saying that offense is bad, just not returning a lot of people. It happens every year after you have a great year. Like almost every year after you have a great year. PSJ North, when they went to the 3rd, 4th round of the playoffs, Brownsville Vets, when they went to the 4th round of the playoffs, 5th round, the following year, it was a little less. You lose players. That's how it is. So, but one thing about Harlingen South, they do a great job at reloading, not rebuilding, right? Like, we've seen many times, they do good. They're consistently good every year. Since 2020, 2021, they've been consistently good every year.
I mean, good programs are going to be able to do that too.
That's a credit to the coaching staff and the culture.
Yeah, like it's all that too. And I mean, all the Harlingen schools are really prideful on their culture, their
football,
team.
basketball.
So I mean, you see it, and the players also embrace that too. So like you say, they could be good again, because I mean, there's a school where they just reload and they're ready to go, right?
Yeah.
Let's say reload.
They reload. They don't rebuild. They don't wait a year or two.
But still, there's this mystery of like, what if
they
don't? Yeah, it takes a while to develop. You just don't get it right off the bat, and just interesting to see, dude. I mean, just this whole district really is just
for sure.
Just a big toss up in the air how everything's do.
We talked about Caden Edwards over on the offensive side. Definitely their best player on the offensive side, rightfully so. Over 14 touchdowns, over 900 rushing yards. Now let's go ahead and talk about on the defensive side of the ball. They had one play. They're losing a lot of seniors on the defensive side of the ball. It's going to be almost a brand new team next year, essentially. They're returning, I believe, Anthony. I need to get his first name. Anthony Ledema. So 50 tackles, 2 sacks. He is a defensive tackle. I mean, that's really all I can see that they're bringing back. Losing a lot of their secondary, losing a lot of their defense in general. Ledema is one of the, again, like we talked about Caden Edwards, one of the bright spots in that defense. But if you have 1 or 2 coming back, you can anchor down on him and build around it. I mean, like
for sure. I mean, good teams are going to be able to, or good programs
adjust to who you have.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it all starts in the offseason. I've been saying it too. I mean, just right now what they're doing, and I mean, it's around the corner, right? So they should be ready and getting ready.
The good thing about this, the problem with a lot of these teams is they come into these Corpus districts with a new squad, and it's like, but they played this Corpus district before. They played Flower Bluff. They played Corpus Christi Beth. They didn't play Carroll, but they played the two hardest Corpus schools. So they're used to the speed. It's a different speed. You play the Brownsville schools to go play a Corpus school, play San Antonio school. It's a different speed, even on varsity. So they've experienced it. They've been there. They know what to expect scheme-wise, speed-wise. I think they'll be okay. I think they've been there, luckily, and they've experienced it. So Ledma coming back on the defensive side, Edwards coming back on the offensive side. It's really all you see from South. But like I said, right, they reload a lot. They don't take a year or two to rebuild. They always come back strong, or even a little stronger than they did the year before. So they finished 4th last year, made the playoffs. Who's to say they don't get 3rd, right?
No, I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what they do. I mean, they're a good school. I mean, one of the better Harjan schools there, and here in the Lower Valley, right, where they should be able to do good with the program they have and the coaching staff they have, and the players should be able to embrace that and do well.
Yeah. So that's going to do it from these 5 schools. We got 2 more schools to talk about when we come back. Brownsville Hanna, Brownsville Rivera. It's probably 2 of the lower teams coming into this district. But like we said, it's a mystery district. You never know what can happen. So we just finished talking about Corpus Christi Carroll, Harlingen South. We got 5 teams down, 2 more to go in District 15, 5A Division 1. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll finish.
Small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today. Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years. Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru. We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate. Call us now.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Talkin Sports pod with Josh and Nil. So talked about the first 5 teams in District 15-5A. We talked about Corpus Christi Vets, Flower Bluff. We also talked about Corpus Christi Carroll, Harlingen Southwest, Go East. We're going to finish off with Brownsville, Rivera, Brownsville, Hannah, and then at the end, we're going to do our predictions, who we think will make the playoffs, who will be out, all that good stuff. So, we got Brownsville, Rivera. We're going to talk about first. Brownsville, Rivera, for a couple years, had not been that great. They coming in at 1-9, I believe 0-7, 0-6 in district, however many teams they had in that district. A very young team. As to where I saw their lower levels, freshman, JV. They have a great squad there between them. And I think next year making that jump to varsity is going to be a little bit of an adjustment, but I think they'll have good numbers. They have a quarterback coming back next year, Ivan Rodriguez. He's a junior. He had 29 he was 29 for 74, 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. But he also split reps with a freshman who was on the JV squad to start and finish, I guess, the year on varsity. I'm trying to get his first name on here. His first name, Gilbert Cantu. So he played quarterback as well as a freshman, went 22 for 34. So completion percentage was a lot better, 647, 365 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. So what I'm seeing here, you have a quarterback coming in. You have 2 quarterbacks, right? One's going to be a senior, one's going to be a sophomore. Who are you going to roll with? I'm going with the sophomore. He's going to give you more years to produce. And
I mean, for sure. And then you also have a new when he's not new anymore.
He's a second year head coach. Yeah.
So might as well just put your eggs in one basket and just develop the new guy. You're going to be there with him. Might as well. The other one doing
why are you going to go with a senior when the sophomore is giving you almost better production? Like, go with him. You got 3 years with this guy.
But favoritism the last 2 years.
You never know. Yeah, you call it whatever you want, man. I know at the end of the day, I know these coaches, they want to win, right? So you're going to go with the guy that gives you the best chance to win. I think that's going to be Cantu.
For sure. I mean, I think Rivera, not this year, but soon they'll start to be good. Be a player.
Yeah, they got a young squad. They got a really young
squad. A coach coming in, and a good coach too. I mean, we know his resume.
He was the defensive coordinator over at San Benito, and at one point in San Benito, when we were there, it was like top 5 in Texas for points allowed on defense. So his defense is legit.
Yeah, so his resume is there.
Yeah, he's building the program. Their program has been great.
Soon they should be on the come up. Maybe next year it'll be that year, but this year. Maybe not yet. These are going to be younger players. Still got to develop a little bit. But when they're seniors already or juniors, they'll be ready to go.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It could be that.
So they got Cantu over at the quarterback spot. Most likely going to be their returning their starter next year. Losing their starting running back. They have another. So the thing is, Rodriguez, the other quarterback, he was a great runner of the football. 75 carries, 450 yards, 3 touchdowns. I saw Pioneer do it last year where they had a guy come in to throw the ball and then another guy come in to run the ball. You might do something with that. Maybe you want to move Rodriguez to running back. Maybe you put him at receiver. Whatever the coaches want to do, right? I'm not here to discuss your game plan, but you have a good problem. Like you have a good problem. It's not like you have 2 quarterbacks that aren't producing. You have one that's a little younger, but they're both producing. Yeah. But one can run the ball a little bit better than the other.
An athletic player that you can put them anywhere. You can put them in the slot. You can put them in the backfield.
Yeah.
You can, all that stuff. Which, like you said, it's a good problem. But I mean, you still have to get that ball to him. So that's the other problem, right?
Yeah. And the one you say whatever you want about Rivera, right? They haven't made the playoffs in a long time, whatever. They always have a good O-line. Always. Like their O-line is always top tier. And like for somebody that's played against Rivera, that's seen Rivera, they always have a great O-line. I don't know what it is, but if you have a good guy that can run the ball, you got a quarterback coming back next year, and if your O-line is what we think it is, right? It's a decent recipe for success because if you can hold up protection for that quarterback, anybody can run behind that line.
Yeah.
If you can hold up protection for that quarterback, he can get the ball out,
No, I mean, for sure, that line matters a lot. I mean, because if you can have a good line in football, I mean, they could just create anything for you. You can create the hole for the running back, get off pressure off the quarterback, all that stuff, and the ball can be gone to places. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see just like we've been saying, it's just a mystery of a district, right? I could also see Rivera making the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't seen that in. I don't know.
Time out there.
But I mean, it is a possibility. You can't rule it out either.
Yeah, no, you can't. the thing about Rivera, we said it already. They're young, right? We had to talk about they had a freshman play quarterback a little bit for them. They had a freshman play receiver for them. I talked about their JV, their freshmen. They were pretty good. They had Rodriguez. We talked about him at quarterback. He can run the ball. He also had, I mean, not that many, right? He was too busy. He was playing a lot of quarterback. 8 receptions, 113 yards. He can play receiver. So they're gonna they're gonna be fine. I think they're gonna have a good O-line coming back. If they have an O-line, right? Quarterback, receiver, running back, I think they'll be okay.
They should be good soon. It's just a matter of time of when. I mean, they have
a rebuilding year.
They have a lot of young players.
But
when these players are going to be already juniors and seniors, they should be ready to go. And with this new coach, it's like also a good coach. I mean, hands down. I mean, really good work he did at San Benito on the defensive side. I mean, their defense is so hard. We played against it. You know about it. It's just difficult. But
nightmares.
But I mean, it's an interesting to see what this team, what they're going to do. I mean, a lot of pieces still missing, right? We still need receivers, a full-time.
It's the second year of this coach's
you still need
run
a defense,
with the team.
right?
It's the second year of this coach's run with the team. Like, I feel like, you went 1-9. You played a lot of corporate schools. You're going to play a lot of corporate schools this year. It's about what you do with that team. And I think he's doing a great job with that team. It's his first year. It was his first year.
I think it's just time too as well. Just a matter of when they should. You're not always going to get it right off the bat.
Yeah.
And the good thing is a lot of the seniors from last year are going to be gone now. So he's going to be only with players.
You're bringing in that new culture. Yeah, exactly.
So because I mean, when you have all the older players, are going to be stuck with the other coaches' techniques and their methods. And I mean, it's hard to change that.
Definitely look out for Rivera in the next 2-3 years, right? Because like I said, and I said like 3 times already, they have a good freshman team, good JV team. That was last year with that first year with that new head coach. So he's installing that culture. He's installing that mentality in them. So give them 2-3 years with him. I think that's be a decent squad.
They'll be a team to look out for. Just a matter of time of when. They're in the come up for sure, man.
Mm-hmm. And on the defensive side, it's not a whole lot to be. I mean, like they did okay on the defense. They're just losing a lot of people. They're losing a lot of seniors, but I
mean, bittersweet thing would be a good thing. You're losing.
Yes, you get rid like.
New players to learn your system.
So they're losing a lot of their seniors. All their leading tacklers are gone. It's gonna be tough for this defense. They're gonna get scored on all. That's what it is. You got a new team
or not. This is bread and butter. The coach.
I mean, it is, but it's. I think it's really gonna be a learning year for that defense, especially on that defense. Right? You got a sophomore quarterback. You got a young receiving core. You got probably a young running back core because they're losing their running back. So
one of the younger teams in the Valley.
And a young defense. Definitely one of the younger teams in the Valley. We talked about them. They're up there with Mercedes in terms of younger teams. Like Mercedes talked about a lot of juniors coming in. This team probably has a lot of sophomores coming in. So that's Rivera. Went 1-9 last year. Let's take a look at their schedule real quick. They weren't all blowouts. Like the Flower Bluff blowout, right? Corpus Christi Vets blowout. But they played Harlingen South. They lost by 3 points, 16-13. They beat Edinburgh North in a shootout, 45-44. They lost to Wessex East 20-0. They lost to Donna North 42-35. So they were like competing.
Like they weren't
3 games with 1 score, which means if they turn it around, they're 4-6, which that's respectable. 1-9, it sucks to see, but the thing about Rivera is these games with their coach before would have been like the 16-13 game against South would have been 35-0. They're close games. They're close games now. They're gonna be. I think you can add 2-3 more wins onto that record next year.
It's just on the come up for sure, and they should be an exciting team to watch next year or even maybe this year. This whole district is a mystery of who's gonna do good.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody knows.
So.
Yeah, so that's going to do it for Rivera. We're going to be moving on now to the last team. Newest besides Corpus Christi Carroll, right? Newest team into this district. We got Brownsville Hanna. So talk about Brownsville Hanna, right? Last year they've been they've had a down couple of years. Last year they went 2-8, 0-4 in district. I mean, they have a very young squad. They're only losing 3 linemen, O linemen, and then on the defensive side they're losing their starting linebacker, outside linebacker, and a D lineman. So they're losing 3 on each side. So they're returning a total out of the 22 starters. They're returning 16. They got a young squad. The thing I've seen though is the numbers. Like they don't have more than 35 players on that roster, and that's tough. But you can also look at it as a good thing, right? It's like you got this little amount of players, and you're still like they got talent. It's just they were in a tough district last year in that 32-6A Harlingen, San Benito. That's a gauntlet. Yeah. And we talked about they took them out, right? You added PSG North. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
but
got even harder.
Yeah, it's tough. It's like
but something about Hannah, they always have one good player in the team. Good
for years. They so talk about them in the past, right? 2018 went to the third round. 2019 just missed the playoffs. 2020 district. 2021. After 2020, it's been a down couple years. I mean, like,
oh come on, man.
Yeah, it's been a down couple years. It's what it's been, bro. I played for them. It's been a down couple of years. A lot of you returning players though. So they lost 3 offensive linemen, which has been their biggest Achilles heel is the O-line. They're returning all 3 running backs that got playing time last year. They're returning their best receivers. They're returning their quarterback, which is the most important thing. So the thing we're gonna talk about stats, right? 2 quarterbacks. I can already tell you the 2 quarterbacks last year they split the time. They played half the games. I mean half the season. So a player to look out for on the offensive side, quarterback that will be coming back, Eli Renteria for Brownsville Hannah. He started. They won 2 games. They went 2-8. He was a starting quarterback for both those games. He's very dynamic. He can run the ball. He runs, I believe, like a 4.5, and he's going to be a senior next year. He can throw the ball. He started both games that they won. I think that if they have him as the starting quarterback and not a lot of experimenting with other quarterbacks, put another guy in there, I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've never been a fan of sharing snaps and doing this. I mean, not just like for one guy that hold the mantle. I think the quarterback, hands down, is the most important position in football, no matter what. When you have a good quarterback, I think everything else can fall. Yeah. Because, I mean, good quarterbacks do good things, and also a good leader and all that too that you need from a quarterback. And having a player like that can do a little bit of all, can run, and can pass, can do all that. And hopefully he does get the full time, all snaps to him and all that. That could help a lot too on making offense and making points and just moving the chain, moving the ball. And that matters a lot. And especially in this district where it's going to be tough or a mystery, can either go really easy or can go really hard. Yeah. Who knows?
And Renteria can run the ball, right? So just a little bit of stats. Mind you, he only started quarterback, I believe, 3 or 4 games. He had 38 carries, almost 300 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. They have all 3 of their running backs that played. Their starting running back last year, Eduardo Chavez, he was going to be their main guy coming into the season. Broke his collarbone week 1, like the 3rd snap of the game. But they had 2 more running backs come in that did very well for them. They had Davey Anguiano and Dylan Reina. So they got 3 returners at running back next year. They got their starting quarterback, Austin Reyes playing receiver. They got a full, like I said, they only lost 3 linemen. So it's really going to be up to that offensive line. I know the coaching staff will have them ready. Quarterback coming back, 3 running backs, receivers. You're primed to be in a decent spot.
That's a squad right there, bro. I mean, you have most of your team coming back. I mean, it's time to do something, right? Like you just gotta get 3 wins, bro. Just squeeze me out 3 wins. I mean, they're gonna be better, bro. They've been beating them ever since I was there before that, and they're gonna be beating them, right?
It's been a while. I think since 2015.
But they should. I mean, that's 1 win right there, and they could. I could see them beating Harlingen too.
Yeah, like we've said many times before. What is it? It's a district of you don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, right.
So I mean, I got Harlingen. I mean, I got Hannah making some good noise and all that stuff too. To get more wins in this year and turn it around from the past. And I mean, when you got a lot of players like that coming back on, and then especially in your important positions, right? Where I mean, the lineman just put a big boy right there and you're ready to go, dog.
So for that, it's not always like
it's a hard position.
It's not really like that,
position, but like. Big body.
So that was their offense, right? Talk about their quarterback, running back, receivers. We're going to talk about the defense a little bit. Hannah prides himself on having a good defense year in, year out. Talk about their offense, they lost 3 players. On the defense, they lost 3 players.
Good offense, man.
They lost 3 players on the defense. They lost two safeties and a D lineman. So they got some work to do in the defensive backfield. No, they lost a linebacker, safety, and then a D lineman. But a player to talk about from Brownsville Hannah, Luis Vidauri. He was a junior last year, so he's going to be a senior. He had 55 tackles. He also led the team in interceptions with 3. So for Hannah, they had 9 interceptions as a team. I believe, I'm trying to do the math here. I think everybody that got an interception for that, 8 of them were from players that will be back next year. They got a good defensive backfield coming in. Linebackers, they lost one of the 2. Joaquin Vasquez was the other returning linebacker who I believe had 80 tackles. Let me double check on that. Something like that. I'm trying to find it here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, 80 tackles, 34 solo, 46 total. And then they are returning a good amount of players on that D-line. The thing I've noticed with Hannah's D-line is they always have players, bodies, and those bodies always produce. So you have a linebacker that's leading the defense coming back. You have your star safety on that back end, and if you just have the D-line do their job, the coaching staff I think will help out with that as well. So I think Hannah's in a prime position to compete.
Yeah,
at least.
They are. I mean, you have most of your team coming back, and those minutes, those experiences, those plays, all that matters, right? To know what to do, especially when you're playing these schools. I mean, competition is pretty hard against those Corpus teams, but I mean, out of that, you can get better for next year. I mean, it's a young squad, so these players will be back for another year or 2.
They're gonna be a vet squad this year because they're all gonna be seniors. But I mean,
the ones
you had the experience last year. There's really no excuse coming in now. Like you got it's no excuse. You played 1-2 years on varsity. You got this last year. Let's see what you got, right?
I'm gonna ride with Hannah, bro. I mean, they're my team.
So
going on.
I don't want no homers here, bro. But so we're gonna do the final standings now. We were talking about it before the show because we always talk about who we're all lined up at before the show, and for once we were both on the same page when it came to orders and how we think. So I'm going to announce it for both of us, right? And who we think are going to make the playoffs.
Is it the same?
It is the same. So unless you want to go 1-1.
I mean, I have Flower Bluff for sure. Ain't no one going. I don't think anyone's going to take that spot.
Okay. So at number 1,
Flower Bluff. Then for sure, 2.
Mind you, there's 7 teams. Only 4 can make the playoffs. At number 2
is Vet.
Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial will make the playoffs. And then I think, I don't know. It is a little bit different, actually. So you go.
I got Westico. I got Westico at 3rd.
Westico East at 3. Yeah. Okay, and who do you got? Who do you got at 4 making the playoffs?
Dude, Hannah, bro. You gotta put Hannah in there.
You got Hannah making the playoffs.
Just making the playoffs. Just gotta get 3 wins, bro. I think they'll be Rivera for sure. Mm-hmm. They've been doing it for the past 11 years. Yeah. So let's do it one more time, right? And then I think they can beat Harlingen, right? It's a weird team with not a lot of players coming back. A lot of things I have to learn. Mm-hmm. And I don't think the other Corpus team is that good.
Carroll.
So you never know. So I got them right there.
Okay, so it's not the same. I thought it was the same, and but then, it's almost similar.
Carroll. It's almost between Carroll and Hannah making the playoffs. So I got Carroll under them, and then Harlingen and Rivera.
It's gonna make some nice clip, man. You're gonna be getting. We're both gonna get clowned. So I'm gonna go with mine now. We got. First 2 are the same.
Yeah.
I got Flower Bluff winning the district. They're returning everybody. They're a great team. Second, I got Corpus Christi Vets. At 3rd, instead of Westico East, I have Harlingen South going in at that 3 spot.
I don't know about that.
I think Harlingen South is going to do a little bit. I think that's going to come down to coaching staff. The coaching staff for South is going to be a little bit better than the one for East. Got a new coach coming in, all that good stuff, right? At 4, this is where we're the same here because at 4, I got Brownsville Hannah making the playoffs. Now, y'all think we're crazy. This is what we talk about. Y'all think we're crazy. They got 3 coming back on offense. 3 losing 3 on offense, losing 3 on defense. I think they're primed for a great slate. I think they can beat Westico East. I think they can beat Harlingen. I think they can beat Rivera, and I think they can beat Corpus Christi Carroll. And I think it's even up in the air when they play Westico East. You never know.
They got a squad. I think they can. Dude. So I think everyone's kind of evenly matched. Yeah. Anyone can take it from. Not the 2 Corpus teams, right? But
other than that, it's.
I could also see Hannah being 3rd. Is that really
It is ridiculous.
It's a possibility, and it's not like something you can.
Yeah. So I got Hannah going in at 4, and then at 5, the odd man out, I have Corpus Christi Carroll. I think they're going to be at 5. Westico East at 6. I think they're going to have a down year. I think that's what it is. You have a new coach. I think they're going to have a down year. But not a lot of players returning on offense. And then I think 7 is going to be Rivera, but not with a 1-9 record. I think they'll beat maybe a Westico East. I think they'll beat maybe a South. But I don't think it'll be enough. I think they're going to be in that last spot.
Not being Hannah, that's for sure.
They're not beating Hannah, that's for sure. But that's what we got for the District 15 5A D1. It's a little different. We're going to get clowned. After that Lopez comment, we're definitely going to get clowned about this. But yeah, that's going to do it here. When we come back next week, I believe we're also going to be talking about 16 5A D1. So it's going to be, I believe that's Mac High, Mac Memorial, all those McAllen schools. But that's going to do it here for us. We talked about District 15 5A, Flower Bluff, Corpus Christi Vets, Corpus Christi Carroll, Brownsville Hannah, Brownsville Rivera, West East, Harlan South, all that good stuff. The mystery district, we like to call it. The district, you don't know what's going to happen, right? But that's going to do it here for us. So go ahead and stay tuned, like the video, share it, troll us, whatever. But we'll see y'all next week. And